Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Zoronden here, and I got some more Starcraft 2 coming at you today. Let's get to those combatants. In the top left corner, coming in the red Terran, is going to be ChopperDavo, and coming into the bottom right corner, the blue Terran, FirstTimer. So we're going to have a TVT here, as I do continue with a series of mirror matchups. I have not intentionally been doing a bunch of mirror matchups, but such is going to be the case. And as I said, we're going to have a nice TVT here. I do not remember what league this is in. I believe FirstTimer has moved up since I last casted him, or last time I casted him, he moved up. So it might be silver. Not quite sure, but either way, should be an exciting matchup as these two guys go head-to-head here. And we'll see who comes out on top. We can watch their mirroring going on, obviously, in that production tab. I'm trying to look up what league this is in. I should have looked it up ahead of time. I never remember to do this crap until I'm actually in game. Such is the case. We do have a scout going out by ChopperDavo. He's going to be getting down into FirstTimer's base. I do not expect this wall-off to be done in time. He'll give it his best shot, but probably not going to make that, as Davo's unit gets closer and closer. Not too much farther to go before he's inside the base here. And when looking up something, it helps to type it correctly. But there indeed, Davo is going to get right on in and see all the juicy bits he wants. There isn't too much to see in here at the moment, so he's going to be happy to run around and not discover too much. FirstTimer is going to distract him a little bit with a SCV chasing him around, but again, not going to accomplish too much there. And as I last note, this is going to be Gold League. I believe FirstTimer is Gold League. He can correct me on that. I'm sure he'll see this match and let me know if I got that wrong. It will be in information below if he corrects me. Otherwise, it will say Gold, which I assume is correct. Anyways, for the moment, ChopperDavo's unit's going to sit over here to the left. Going to be happy to camp around and wait for anything to go on, I guess. In the meantime, both players continuing to mirror each other fairly decently. Davo getting his orbital a little slower, but in the meantime, FirstTimer is expanding, and that is definitely ahead of Davo. Davo opting to go for that crucial factory, which could very much change the way this game plays out. So, obviously both players mirrored each other up to a point, but they are now both pretty much diversifying at this point. As you can see, FirstTimer has no gas yet, while ChopperDavo has just finished his second gas, and of course has that factory along the way. When you look down at FirstTimer, he's obviously going for something very bio-based, obviously going to be heavy in Marines considering he has 0.0 gas. He is going to be throwing a bunker up here, not a bad preliminary defensive thing to do. That is something you'll see more out of lower league play. What I do like from FirstTimer is that he's expanding. That is very, very nice. And of course, you do not see that happening off Davo. I would like to see FirstTimer grabbing some more gas. He is getting this. Yeah, okay, he's getting 2 now. That's not bad. I am not going to complain about that, to be honest. Would like to see this become an orbital, but in the meantime, it is producing workers, so that's nothing too much to cry about. Obviously, whenever a building's at work, as long as it's at least working, it is something. So at the moment, we're going to have a bit of a stalemate. Both players are just kind of happy standing off, building up, teching up. It's still pretty early in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if either player decides to go for an attack fairly soon, but for now, both are content to tech and work on that tree. I would definitely like to see some expansions. Ooh, speak of the devil. Right as I say something, FirstTimer throws down double expansion on those 2 barracks. I would like to see this one as well, but in the meantime, he is at least producing Marines, so that building is getting use. And look at that, a 1-1-1 out of ChopperDavo. He has an armory up as well, and he's getting those fancy Hellions. The question is, will he research transformation? It does not look like it at the moment, considering he's got a reactor down. Did he get blue flame? No blue flame. No upgrades by either player, frankly. So, at the moment, Davo might have the kind of advantage with all those Hellions and Hellbats. But, considering FirstTimer has a second base, has a bunker, he's got a distinct advantage there as well. So, both players are kind of stalemating each other. Obviously, neither one getting terribly good scouting out. There is a bit going on, but not enough at the time. Sorry, there's a few pauses in my recording here just because I've got some choppiness in my throat going on, so I don't want you to hear me cough. Shouldn't affect any future recording, just a hiccup for tonight. Just a little bit of a dry throat, and I don't have any water around. I already paused once to go to get a drink. In fact, actually, excuse me a second. There we go. I did have water. I just put it in the wrong place. I thought I made myself a drink. All right. I see the drop on the mini-map. Let me get over there. There we go. We do have a double Hellbat drop going to be coming down by ChopperDavo, and it should be getting into almost a completely open, except not at all, because FirstTimer is completely in position. Both drops going to get wiped out before they even drop a single unit, and Davo knows it. He's oh, what a crime! All the Marines in the exact right position, and the turret right there. Apparently, this tower spotted it. Apparently, he flew right through it, and that is a mistake you got to do when you're flying a medevac drop-in. Don't fly near the towers. Fly around the edges of the map. That's why the towers aren't typically on the edges of the map, to allow people to do that. And of course, FirstTimer told him he was holding the tower, and Davo got a free Marine kill there because of that. It was obviously a reasonable suspicion. Nice little move by there. Well, yeah, there. FirstTimer is going to run that Marine away. He's not going to live too long, as there's a Widow Mine on the field, as well as a couple Hellions, and he is a crispy critter today. Oof. Barbecued Terran. A couple barbecued Terran. What are these guys doing? A little attack going on here that I missed out on as I watched a guy get crispified. In the meantime, a Marauder and Marine going to kind of poke up here, see what they can find, and they may very well find this natural expansion. In the meantime, though, these troops are on their way back, so it's not going to do too much damage, but FirstTimer is going to definitely know that's there. Let's go to that vision of FirstTimer. Yes, indeed, he knows that's there. So I would expect an attack probably to move out on that, not in the not-too-distant future. In the meantime, though, FirstTimer is going to pull these two back while he is supply blocked. Going to want to definitely get out of that as soon as possible. Don't think he even has any supply depots in production. Critical mistake here, frankly, by FirstTimer. You definitely need to not allow yourself to get supply blocked like this. You are losing production time. Your resources are starting to stack up. There are the supply depots going up, finally. You were doing a good money management until you got supply blocked, so I'm not going to comment on that 1,000 minerals that was stacked up there. So not too bad. Just watch that supply block, obviously, in a crucial point in the game that can definitely wipe you out and lose a game for you. In the meantime, ChopperDavo doing a decent job. He's actually overly supplied, which can be equally, well, not equally as bad. It can be bad, though, because you spend resources that could be spent on troops instead. He had 2-3 less supply depots. He could have more Marines or Hellions or Hellbats on the field, all of which would be fairly effective right now at this point, especially with FirstTimer sitting on not too many Marauders. Only 6 Marauders at the moment. A big block of Marines, though. 15 Marines at the moment, not counting those in the bunker there. That was a... That had to be ChopperDavo's scan. I was thinking it was FirstTimer's scan, but that wouldn't have made sense at all. Why would FirstTimer scan there? I'm kind of disappointed that burrowed things don't hold watchtowers. It makes sense, I guess, but at the same time, disappointing. Whatever. FirstTimer's going to roll out here with a Marine. Looks like he's just kind of going to be a scout. If he's hoping to do anything else, he's not going to get it accomplished. In the meantime, ChopperDavo is going to go for that second drop. Question is, will this Marine still be here and scout that out? What? It looks like that single Marine came in for an attack here. Did not get anything accomplished as he got a sharp everything to the face by all those troops. If FirstTimer was paying attention, I think he would have seen that drop coming in. Doesn't seem to be the case, though. The turret's going to take out some pot shots at it. And the second turret may take that out. Takes it down, but it did get its troops dropped. And they're going to start doing some damage. The SCVs are all pulled away. The troops from FirstTimer are pulling back. They're going to be back here in the main in a little bit. A third expansion going to be floating around. Just kind of blocking my vision here for a bit. Not going to be doing much else as FirstTimer pretty easily cleans that up. Where'd the SCVs go? Wow, they ran away a little farther than they probably needed to. But they did live, which is ultimately the important thing, as both players are currently expanding ChopperDavo's ChopperDavo's orbital command, which is currently actually a command center. It's the prequel to the orbital command, the command center, moving out to his third, and FirstTimer doing the same with an actual orbital command. So both players sitting on a third base now. Unfortunately, ChopperDavo's base may be in danger very quickly as a big group of troops is moving up the map by FirstTimer. Fortunately for ChopperDavo, he has a Hellion in position. He's going to know this attack is coming. He's going to scramble his army into position. And that Thor there looks dangerous, but to a big ball like this, probably not the best option. And as the troops move in here, that orbital is on fire, that command center. The troops not getting the exact concave they want. They do have to retreat from FirstTimer using a lot of stim and no heals in here. However, the SCV is not really being able to do what they want. FirstTimer going to move back to the cannon or the tanks there. Probably could have committed to take those out, but would have definitely taken a lot of losses. And may not even done it with those SCVs there. Oh, and a Seeker missile. Going to go after those SCVs, but not going to make it as it duds out and rolls around. That command center going to be retreating. It is on fire. We'll keep an eye on that to see if Davo gets any repairs going on it. But FirstTimer is going to keep this pressure on, moving in here. Ooh, he does do a scan, backs off a little bit. That Medevac's not really having much energy. Can't do many repairs there. And ooh, it needs to be careful. It's really moving in there. It's getting shot by Thors, and look at that. It gets taken out. ChopperDavo saying too good. I don't know if he's saying his troops are too good or FirstTimer's too good. I think he's saying FirstTimer's too good. His FirstTimer is currently kind of rolling him. Both Thors go down. Suddenly, Davo's missing everything he needs to beat this. His command center's still burning, almost below 100 hit points. ChopperDavo says he was trying to do different stuff, and his different stuff didn't work. As he GG's out. And look at that mid-blow-up Viking. That is awesome. I do want to thank FirstTimer for sending in this game. It's been a while since he sent one in, so I was happy to cast that for him. And I want you guys to send me some replays. I'm looking for some non-UCAP replays. I do a lot of UCAP, and I love doing that, but I want some from you other guys, so you send me those in. And please do thumbs up and subscribe so there can be more StarCraft 2 content. And I have been Zoronden. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you all on the other side.